Did you know how social anxiety could make you feel intensely uncomfortable in your daily interactions? Here are the 7 alarming signs that you suffer from social phobia. Welcome to another episode of Live Without Anxiety, the channel where you can find the best anxiety hacks. In this video, I will show you 7 signs and symptoms by which you can easily identify if it's just shyness or social phobia that makes you socially difficult. Make sure you watch this video till the end so you can notice these alarming signs and get to manage those. There is a significant number of people who suffer from a social anxiety disorder. It is characterized by an extreme fear of social gatherings. It highly affects your ability to socialize and meet people. It forces you to make different educational or career choices than what you would have actually preferred. If left unnoticed and untreated, it could make you go all alone. Without further ado, let's get straight into the video where I will mention 7 alarming signs of social anxiety. Beginning with the sign number 7, complicated relationships. If you have social phobia, having low self-esteem is the most significant reason your relationships get complicated. You face a tough time expressing your feelings. You start hiding your emotions and don't talk about what bothers you. Sometimes you are unable to find the perfect words to describe your point. Sometimes you fear that the person will misunderstand you and leave you. All these thoughts make you more stressed. You start thinking that you will be good all by yourself. You find it difficult to open up even to your loved ones. That's where your relationships begin to fall apart. Have you ever thought that your relationship might have been affected due to social anxiety? If this sign relates to you, stay tuned. I have 6 more shocking signs which will make you think if you have been suffering from social anxiety disorder without even knowing it. Besides destroying personal life relationships, social anxiety also affects your work life. That's the sign number 6, poor performance. You may have never given it a thought before, but social anxiety could adversely affect your academic or work performance. Do you prefer being quiet in class even when you know the correct answer? Or do you often take a day off from work just because your anxiety keeps growing? The continuous poor performance reinforces your anxiety. Research says that socially anxious people judge their own competence poorly. They always think that they are inferior to others, which makes them indecisive. As a result, they cannot perform their tasks well. Poor performance leads to sign number 5, overanalyzing yourself. When you are socially anxious and can't perform well, you will always have a fear of being judged by others. You worry about what others think of you and how you look in front of other people. Do I look okay? Did I say the right thing? Oh, I shouldn't have said that. God, I should have not done that. As you keep on overthinking, these are some common thoughts that revolve in your mind. In any public gathering, social anxiety leads you to think critically about yourself as well as the situation you're in. Overthinking can make you the victim of excessive worrying, which is sign number 4. Most part of the anxiety is stressing about the situations that might not even happen in real life. You force your brain to think what if it might happen. What would happen then? You always have second thoughts about certain situations running in your mind. That's where you know you are suffering from anxiety. In the case of social anxiety disorder, all you worry about is social interaction, fear of being judged, fear of being criticized, fear of being laughed at. All these fears make you avoid dealing with people as much as possible. It all starts with excessive worrying. So, when you think you are over-exaggerating things, it is time to pull yourself together or things will get worse. Moving on to sign number 3, difficulty speaking. It is one of the most common problems faced by socially awkward people. If you have social phobia, you might have a hard time talking to people. You would always be afraid of what will come out of your mouth and fear that you might say something stupid or something that doesn't make sense. You have this strong feeling that people will make fun of you. There are times when you want to talk, but you just can't. You try to open up a little bit, but then you get nervous and things get back to where it all started. Your mind gets blank and you begin to feel uncomfortable. It can be very frustrating because this world is all about communicating effectively. You can't explain yourself because fear keeps running in your mind that the other person will misunderstand or misjudge you. Lack of effective communication brings me to sign number 2, avoiding social gatherings. You may think that avoiding social situations is normal, but let me tell you that when it exceeds the limit, it can disturb your social as well as personal life. Social anxiety makes itself evident in behavior. It is important to know that avoiding social interactions only serves to increase fear. One cause of avoiding work, school, or social life is the fear of criticism. You may feel as if you are inferior to others, or maybe you are unacceptable for society. So you start hiding from people. You try to avoid all the things that can cause anxiety, which adds to your long-term anxiety. Finally, let's talk about the most alarming sign of social phobia. Sign number 1, physical symptoms related to social anxiety. Not only your mental health, but also your physical health gets affected too. According to a research by Mayo Clinic, the American Academic Medical Center, when you suffer from social anxiety, you can experience different physical symptoms such as sweaty palms, a racing heart, muscle tension, dizziness or lightheadedness, dry mouth and throat, and feeling that your mind has gone blank and you have no words to utter. An extreme manifestation of social anxiety is the walk disturbance. It is a condition in which you become so anxious about how you walk in front of people that you start losing balance and are not able to walk properly. Alright, these were 7 alarming signs that you suffer from social phobia. Let's have a quick recap. Number 7, complicated relationships. Number 6, poor performance. Number 5, overanalyzing yourself. Number 4, excessive worrying. Number 3, difficulty speaking. Number 2, avoiding social gatherings. And number 1, physical symptoms related to social anxiety. Have you been experiencing any of these symptoms lately? Does it make it difficult for you to deal with people? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Also, I would love to see how you cope with your social anxiety. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please do subscribe to it now to begin your self-improvement journey with us. Also, hit the little red bell to receive the latest video updates about the best anxiety hacks. I hope this video has been helpful to you. Since you like this video, I'm sure you would love to know about relationship anxiety and 8 bulletproof tips to overcome relationship anxiety. The video is right in front of you. Make sure you don't miss it, and remember, you can live without anxiety.